What kind of roadmap would you say for someone who is in maybe university, or even maybe high school? What sort of roadmap would you sort of recommend for people who want to either dive into security, or if you feel even more comfortable with it, in DevOps, or even both? We can do both.
That's a great question. I might get canceled for this, but a lot of entry level roles, a lot of entry level roles are OJT, on the job training. You know, and I'm pretty confident that if I was fresh out of high school, would I have been able to do my my first job with OJ on the job, first cyber job on the job training? Yeah, you know, and I think if you're 18, what I recommend is pretty much focus on your learn basic IT fundamentals. You know, and
so what would that look like?
You know, probably pursuing A+ certification, you know, understanding what's a server, what's a network, what's a switch, what's a router. Yeah, difference between TCP, UDP, you know, what's an IP address, you know, just basic building blocks. What's a computer, you know, what's a memory card, what's a disk drive, that sort of thing. So, you know, get your fundamentals. I would say begin studying the fundamentals. And then obviously with your question, it also brings the question up of, okay, do I go to college or not? Right. So college for me, the way I look at college is it's an economical decision. It's a financial decision. So what do I mean by that? It's a decision where you have to calculate the return on investment by pursuing it, right? And for some people at 18, I don't believe college is the answer for them. They'd probably be much better off, you know, doing an apprenticeship, you know, and working, learning under someone, and having the respective company that they eventually get employed under pay for their bachelor's degree, right? Degrees are not cheap; they're getting more expensive. It's getting worse, and I think it's going to keep getting worse until there's something done, right? And I was fortunate; I didn't have student loans because I qualified for a significant amount of financial aid coming from a low-income family. That's a privilege, right? To not pay much for college, right? I most of it was covered, right? But there are folks, you know, middle-income families who are paying for college, who are folks who are taking loans out, and you know. I believe at age 18, you know, you can get as much advice as you can, but ultimately it has to be up to you, and you have to be able to own that decision. So, you know, do I recommend going to college? Well, it depends. Do you have the financial means, the appropriate means of going to college? Or do you have a threshold of how much loans are you willing to take? You know, instead of going straight to university, you might want to go to community college, because I think in states like California, you know, community college is free, you know, and it's much cheaper than going to straight to university. I think a lot of young folks are sold this idea of the collegiate college experience. But you know, you have to understand, college is a great time. It's a fun time, but more importantly, you cannot lose focus on why are you there in the first place? Why are you at college? Okay. You want to build tangible skills, build a community, build friendships, build a strong network, and get tangible results as you leave college, right? Get a job, or you know, be able to start your own business with the folks you met at college, something along those lines. I haven't started a business yet, so I don't know. But as someone who's thinking about going to college, you have to do the math on it. You know, if someone who really wants to go to college, I recommend go to a community college first. The professors are just as good, if not better, than the ones at the university, right? And if you don't want to go to college route, see if you can find apprenticeships within your community, within your city, you know, or
even online, right?
Even online, right?
Like
or
LinkedIn,
even online.
You know, reach out to people on LinkedIn and see, like, hey, are you holding any meetings that I could join virtually or whatever? Or, you know, even if it's like, I mean, granted, I'm gonna put a little asterisk, even if it's searching for a mentor asterisk, because I think a lot of people get confused with, at least with mentorship. It's like, hey, I'm going to reach out to you, Abdi, would you be my mentor? And then it's like, great, so you're going to do all the work for me. It's like a mentor is not really there to do all the work, right? A mentor is really there to go ahead and help you sort of set up maybe a roadmap, or maybe a big picture idea of what you need to do, what you need to really get done in order to be successful in your industry. But then you got to go ahead and actually put in the work, put in the time, consistent time every day, the discipline to actually develop those skills, right? But that is something that is an option now that one can do digitally, right? So so then what I'm pretty much hearing with a roadmap for just 18-year-old Abdi or anyone really looking to just start within IT is really, first off, decide whether or not it's in your means to go to college or not, right? And then from there, if you go to college, make sure you're networking, make sure you're taking advantage of opportunities that are on campus with maybe either recruiters or different organizations provided on the campus. And even if you're not going to university, if you choose a non-university route, still network, but then find other resourceful ways to learn and develop skills, whether that's through an apprenticeship, online, LinkedIn, other programs that are a little either more cost effective or would just be a greater, as you said, a greater ROI on your time and on your financial investment as well, right?
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, you nailed it. And certifications, pursuing certifications isn't bad either. The thing about certifications is that they do expire, and then you got to recertify. Much cheaper than a college degree. Yes. But the cool part about college degrees is they don't expire. Once you get it,
yes,
you got it. It's
done. You got the piece of paper.
Right. You got the big piece of paper, you're hanging it up in your wall in your room, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
With certifications, I think certifications are pretty a great supplement to your learning. I don't think it should be looked at as an end all be all. Like if I get this certification, it guarantees me a job. It's more of, if I get this certification and get these skills that come with learning the certification, then I should be much more competitive. You gotta look. It's kind of like diet, I guess. Or like supplements.
Okay.
I
see it more like showcasing. It's like you're showcasing, hey, I've reached I'm showing that I'm competent in this, but like just because I have the certification doesn't actually mean I'm competent. It's just more of like,
it doesn't,
know the knowledge and then get certified versus trying to get certified, but not actually knowing the actual knowledge and applying it.
Yeah, which is a very terrifying pitfall to be in, where you get a certification and you don't even understand the basis of what you learned, right? That's when the ROI of certification doesn't make sense. But
that's true.
I think that would be, if I was 18, I'd probably pursue a few certifications to supplement my learning.
But I really like that. Like you're talking about like a little bit of like that fear in getting certifications. Like it can actually be a scary thing even, because if you take the time to just sort of learn the material, but you just kind of understand like, okay, this is A, B, or C, but you don't actually know the material. Now you have this certification on your resume and it's like, great, you have the certification on your resume, but people are going to try and pull you in for an interview and they realize, wow, you actually don't know the actual certification. You just got the certification. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's a terrible
feeling.
You
don't actually, right? Okay, yeah, interesting.
Yeah, that's a terrible feeling when you're in an interview and they ask you something verbatim, a topic from the certification that you got.
Are supposed to know.
You're supposed to know, right? Yeah. Not even a hard one, but a basic one that you're supposed to know, and you're not able to answer. Yeah, it's an awkward position. Which is why I don't recommend you cheat on these certification exams.
Yes,
either.
Absolutely. and really take the time to not only just like kind of know it, but like really, really know it. Like actually take the time to study and be able to just remember things from memory, not like from memory from your own brain, not just like, oh yeah, it's A, B, or C, like multiple choice, familiar, but like actually taking the depth to get to know it.